the end, because that was impressive. Very, very good. Again, my name is Nancy Berardi. I'm from the Literacy Coalition of Palm Beach County. We coordinate Pink Shirt Day and the Turning Bullies into Buddies program across Palm Beach County, and it's such a pleasure to be at one of my favorite sites with special guests, the neighbors right next door, my newest site, South Olive Elementary. So first of all, I'd like for FUSA kids to give themselves a round of applause for doing a great job today. All right, let's hear it from South Olive Elementary. Let's hear it. What a great job you did today. You guys are awesome. All right, it's my pleasure to thank not only South Olive Elementary and South Olive FUSA program for having us here today, but also, pause up. That works great. Also to thank Prime Time of Palm Beach County, our funder, and the Children's Services Council, who give us so much to do a very important job with you guys. I have a special guest here I'd like to introduce from the Mayor's office. Coming over is Miss Christine Shaw. Let's give her a round of applause for coming out to support your efforts today. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. The mayor was so happy to see you working so hard to celebrate Pink Shirt Day again. Keep reading, keep learning, and keep helping turn bullies into buddies. The city of West Palm Beach is proud to partner with the Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the School District of Palm Beach County, and the Center for Creative Education. And our leaders in this event today, the Literacy Coalition of Palm Beach County, funded by Prime Time Palm Beach County, and the Children's Service Council. The most important of all are you, the children of Palm Beach County. Special thanks to Mercedes Jackson, Facilities Manager, South Olive Community Center, and Ms. Sharon Hench, Principal of South Olive Elementary. The mayor, they deserve a round of applause. They did great things here. Remember, stop bullying. It is important to be kind and caring every day, not just today. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shaw. We're so happy that you could come out from the mayor's office today. That's so great. All right, so I would like to welcome some very special guest speakers from some of our local schools. Today, we are lucky to have Brandon Schloss, and he's going to start us off with some special words about bullying. Thank you so much for coming out, Brandon. Let's hear it for Brandon. And then...
Hi, my name is Brandon Schloss. Hope everyone is doing good today. I'm currently an 8th grade student at Okeeheelee Middle School. I would like to thank South Olive Elementary School to allow me to speak here today. Let me tell you a little about myself and why I'm here speaking to you this afternoon. Every year, Palm Beach County, along with counties throughout the United States, have a challenge given to middle school students. It's called the Do the Right Thing Challenge. We were asked to write an essay about youth violence, its effects, and what we can do to stop it. Over 24,000 middle school students throughout Palm Beach County submitted essays. I was fortunate and honored that based on my essay and an interview, I was selected as the male ambassador for Palm Beach County. As Palm Beach County ambassador, I got to travel to Washington, D.C. to meet with other middle school ambassadors from throughout the United States. This was a great experience. With youth violence and bullying that other people experience, I got to learn about. When you all get to middle school, you will most likely be asked to write an essay in this challenge. Do your best because the top 10 from each school get to go to a great luncheon at the Kravis Center, and you may even be selected to go to Washington, D.C. So as you guys know, today's Pink Shirt Day, also known as Anti-Bullying Day. This is in fact the seventh year of Pink Shirt Day. So why is this day about anti-bullying called Pink Shirt Day? It's a real simple but true story. In fact, the day didn't even start in the United States, but in Canada. Basically, 2 high school students in Canada protested against the bullying and harassment of a new 9th grade boy who was being bullied for wearing a pink shirt. These students went out and bought a bunch of pink t-shirts They sent out a message to schoolmates about the bullying the next morning. They handed out the pink t-shirts at school. As they stood in the hallway of the school handing out the pink shirts, the bully boy walked in. Can you imagine how this new student who was being bullied felt when he saw all these other students taking a stand against bullying? He must have felt really good and relieved. And the boys who handed out the shirts, who wore the shirts, must have felt very good about helping this new kid. So Pink Shirt Day was started because someone was being made fun of about the clothes they were wearing. That is one form of bullying. Do you guys know any other examples of bullying? You right there. You right there.
Names?
Yes. Anyone else?
Cyberbullying?
Yes, that's a form of bullying.
Physical bullying.
Yes. One more. Yes. There's many examples of bullying, and as you guys said, there's teasing, calling other people names, all physical, and putting someone down using harmful words. So, do you think bullying only happens when you're face-to-face with someone? No. It also happens through called cyberbullying, like you said. That is when you say mean or threatening things through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or even texting. Last year, I was actually hit by another student during one of my classes. I did not do anything to provoke the student to hit me. That was definitely an act of bullying. After he hit me in the nose, I started to bleed all over my white shirt. To be honest, I really did not feel physical pain because I've been injured a lot worse playing sports. As you can see, I'm wearing a cast right now because I broke my arm playing lacrosse on my middle school team. That hurt a lot more than the punch in my nose, but the punch made me feel humiliated and emotionally hurt. I thought, what did I do to deserve being hit? It was not a very good feeling. I had to go to the office and my father had to pick me up because I could not stay in school with a bloody shirt. The kid who hit me ended up being suspended and could have been arrested if my parents decided to press charges, which we did not. By raising your hand, tell me what would you think I should have done after being hit? 1, should have hit the other student back. 2, pretend it did not happen and don't tell anyone. 3, tell the teacher or another adult what happened. So raise your hand if you think it was 1. That is not the right answer. Raise your hand if you think it was 2. When that happens, I don't think you should not pretend because he can actually hurt another person worse by not learning his lesson. So the right answer is 3. Tell the teacher or another adult what happened. So all of you that raise your hand for number 3 are right. Okay. In fact, if I did that, if I did number 1, if I was to hit the kid back, I would not be here today as the Palm Beach County Do the Right Thing ambassador. I would have been kicked off the middle school baseball team and the lacrosse team. I also would have been suspended. You can only imagine what type of punishment I would have also received from my parents. 2 wrongs don't make a right. As far as pretending it did not happen or not telling anyone, that is also a bad choice, and let me tell you why. First of all, he will not know he will not know if he did anything wrong and is likely to do it again. Second, by telling an adult such as a teacher, you could actually be helping another student. It is very likely that if a bully got away with bullying you, he or she will most likely do it to someone else, and they could get hurt much worse. That would not make you feel good about yourself. Any pain that you feel from being bullied would not be as bad as the guilt you would feel by not telling an adult and preventing someone else from getting hurt. How would you feel if your neighbor's house got robbed and they never told the police, and then the robber robbed your house? You would not appreciate the actions of your neighbor, would you? Do you know that by telling a teacher or another adult, you could also be helping the bully? It's true. By telling a teacher or another adult, the bully could learn a lesson before they do something that could cause them to be arrested, hurt, or even killed. When I did my essay for the Do the Right Thing challenge, I wrote about something I read in the newspaper. A 15-year-old kid shot and killed another kid over a bike. If that kid had the chance of being taught about the consequences of being a bully and using violence, maybe he would have never shot and killed the other kid. Let's talk about the bully. By raising hands, who thinks that the bully is happy and a confident person? Good, nobody raised their hands. Because although the bully may appear happy and confident, deep down they are probably not. It is likely that the bully is dealing with difficult situations in their life that causes them to take out the anger on others. They may not realize how much they are hurting others. They could have problems in their life and lash out at others as a way of dealing with it. Bullies are looking for victims. They may choose someone they see as physically or emotionally weaker. By targeting this person, they think they gain control, are accepted by others, and feel important. Bullies come in all shapes and sizes and ages. But what makes someone a bully is their attitude from the inside and not the way that they look on the outside. By raising hands, do you agree that a bully is wrong and never right? Good. Everyone should have raised their hands. The answer is as obvious as 1 plus 1 equals 2. First, it's not right. How can making another person feel sad and hurt or physically hurting someone ever be right? The bully may think people like him or her, but they really do not. We talked about my incident with the kid who hit me and what you should do if you are physically bullied. A lot of times a bully may only tease and pick on you. What should you do then? You definitely should not fight, as we talked about before. You only make matters worse and get in big trouble or even hurt. By a raise of hands, do you think you should show the bully that you're angry? No, definitely no. It will only make matters worse. The bully will know that he or she has control over you. They're getting a reaction from you. Don't let them get that reaction. You're only bettering the bully. You're better than the bully. By a raise of hands, do you think you should walk away? Yes, you should. Stand tall, be confident, and walk away. Remember, there's nothing wrong with you, and nor are there marks from the bully. In order for the bully to be successful, he or she needs a reaction from you. By walking away, you're telling the bully that you just don't care. If you do this enough, sooner or later the bully will stop bothering you. What happens if you see a bully bullying someone else? By raising hands, is the right thing to get a parent, teacher, police officer, or another adult if you witness bullying? Definitely yes. It's always the right thing to do. Why would you want someone else to get hurt? How would you feel if you were being bullied and no one got help for you and just walked away? Remember this kid in Canada. Remember the kids in Canada? They did not just walk away. They made a difference. Do you know what I do to avoid being around bullies or violence in school? I hang out around my friends. I know with my friends we are safe because we will all stick up for each other and get help if we're approached by a bully. Remember, there is safety in numbers. The more people, the less chances of being bullied. The bully wants to be recognized and in control of the others. When gathering with friends or if you see someone being bullied, tell the bully that their behavior is unacceptable and that it is wrong to treat people that way. When you speak out against the bully, it gives others the confidence to do the same and take a stand too. There is power in numbers. Be a leader like those kids in Canada and help others. Always remember that as a leader, do not become the bully yourself. By a raise of hands, who thinks that it is important to do well in school and be involved in activities or sports? I do. I want to be either a doctor or a lawyer, and I know I need to do well in school. I also like to be involved in activities and sports. If you have the opportunity to play a sport, you can learn so much about sportsmanship and character and have a great time. By playing sports, baseball, lacrosse, and running track in middle school, I've stayed away from trouble and I have fun. Except for when, of course, I broke my arm, but that's okay because I will be back out there soon. Speaking of sports and being a good student, I have a special guest to introduce. While I might play baseball on my middle school team, this guy not only played in high school, has gotten a full scholarship to play baseball at St. Louis University. That means he is going to college. The college wants him to go to their school without having to pay for his tuition, room, or meals. In addition to being a great ball player, he is also a very good student at one of the top high schools in the United States. Let's give a warm welcome to Justin Walker.
Hey guys, what's up? My name's Justin Walker. I go to Suncoast High School. Senior, 12th grade. Play baseball, obviously. Now I'm going to St. Louis. Bullying stinks, man. Bullying stinks. You know, I don't know how to say this, but like, of course, like in elementary school, you guys' age, you guys were always nice. Everybody, like I come in here and I saw you guys all playing around. You guys were all nice to each other, having fun. That's all it's about. But I remember when I was like 12 years old, maybe. I remember I used to be bullied. I was a bad kid. I used to be bullied. I remember playing baseball since I was always pretty good at baseball. I was always on the top. I remember me and my friends. There was this one kid. He came, just started playing baseball for the first time. Wasn't as good as us, so we were all just like, oh man, you're not good. You can't play just like us. Like one time I threw a ball to him. He was playing first base. He missed it. We lost the game, and of course I was like, oh man, you stink. Like, come on, man. You know, that's not cool. And then after that, I thought it was cool then, just because like all my friends would laugh. You know, of course, everybody's like, oh yeah, you're cool, man. You're a big tough guy. And then once I started getting to high school, middle school, then I started to be that little kid, and everybody else started to be that older kid. So then I started to get bullied, and I started to understood what bullying came to be and what it happened to be. So then once I started to realize like what I did to other people, and then what people are doing to me, and I put myself in my shoes where I used to be, and it's something terrible, because you don't want to do something to someone to make them feel the way that you probably could feel in the end, you know? So I'm just trying to say here, basically in the end, is that bullying is just put yourself in their shoes. Just realize what you're doing to them, because somebody could easily do that to you in the future. And it's not cool, guys. Bullying, you know, when I was I was in that. Now in high school, now there's cyberbullying. I know you guys know about cyberbullying. People like, you guys know about Facebook, stuff like that, Instagram. People comment on your pictures like, this is an ugly picture, or like, this isn't cool. That's not cool, guys, because then what if someone comments on your picture like that? It doesn't make you feel good, of course. But then when that happens, guys, you just got to be sure to handle it the right way. Like, the best way to handle something is just talk it out. Just talk with the person, tell someone. Like, if you're in like recess, and you guys are big recess, you guys are at recess playing around the park, and then little Johnny comes over and starts bullying you and pushes you down onto the wood chips. You know, it's not cool, because of course that. Then I know, of course, you want to get angry and you're like, oh, I want to push back. That's not going to solve anything. That just makes the problem even worse. So then what you should do, I think, is of course just go to the teacher, be like, teacher, little Johnny pushed me on the playground. So then of course you guys have a problem. So you guys just talk it out, just resolve the problem. Then bullying's done after that, after all. And then another thing, guys, is I think another important thing is setting a good example. Like if you see, like if you're one of the old kids, like fifth grade elementary school at South Olive, like fifth grade, right? Yeah, I know if you guys set a good example, like if you guys see some, like a fourth grader bullying like a second grader, why don't you step in and like back the kid up? It's like, hey, that's not cool. What if that you shouldn't be doing that? Bullying's not cool, guys. All right. So that's basically it. I just want to basically just sum it up and just say, just put yourself in their shoes. Just realize what you're doing to other people, and bullying stinks. Just don't bully. If it ever happens, of course, just bring it up to a teacher. Just handle it like Brandon said. Just handle it the right way, and that's basically it, guys. Thanks for paying attention.
What wonderful gentlemen came out to visit us today from our sister schools across Palm Beach County. Thank you, Brandon, and thank you, Justin. I would like so much now